Mhm. Hello, everyone. Sorry for delay. I'm glad to see you here, and today we are going to talk about trading. I hope you can see me, you can hear me, and if you write just confirmation that you can do all these things in chat, I will be very grateful for your feedback. Uh, My name is Dmitriy Lavrov. If you don't know me, I am the founder of Trade Unity, a project which helps to trade properly in different financial markets. If you are new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Every week I provide uh, market overviews in stream formats, and Wednesday, we talk about trading, different aspects of trading. I answer your questions. And today we have a plan. Yes, okay, you can see me. It is very nice. Thank you. Today we have the plan, and I will follow it. It is very simple. I will tell you how we will work. I have interesting questions from our Discord channel, which also where you can also join. It is absolutely free. The link for the group where you can leave your questions for future streams you will find below this video, and there you also find these questions which I show you, and where we will these questions we will discuss during the streams. I think they are interesting for a lot of people, especially who trade crypto and start trading. I will show you. I will show you the list of these questions, which I start from which I start. And during this stream, if you have more questions, leave them in the chat, and I will answer them after the questions from Discord channel. So let's start, and just a second. Let's start from the Discord channel. So we have I divided questions from Nika and Digger Clouds into two groups. One part of questions about crypto, and another part of questions about just trading as a whole process. And the first question from Nika was about you can read it also. I hope you can read it. Here it is. We talk about different types of orders and how to place orders, pending orders, how to place take profit and stop losses, because for some trading strategies and for some trading ideas, it is really a problem. Here we talk about we need to talk about again the same situation. When we talk about crypto trading, we must talk about low quality infrastructure. I don't know. I have no ideas why for such long periods of time crypto exchanges couldn't develop, let's say, maybe not professional trading platforms, but at least semi-professional trading platforms, which could provide us opportunities to work with different type of orders, with different types of orders. Because when we talk about traditional markets, when we talk about forex trading, and when we talk about the oldest maybe trading platform like MT4, which allows us to trade forex, you have no problems with placing different types of orders. You can buy from market prices. You can buy using pending orders. You can place only stop loss order or only take profit order. You can place in combination pending order for entry and stop loss orders and take profit orders at the same time. So you have variance, and it allows everyone to use all potential from the trading strategies and trade like it should be in very simple way, at least using workable and just good infrastructure. When we talk about crypto exchanges, there are some limits. So, for example, I heard a lot of times you can place only entry level and one more pending order. You can't use, for example, like in this case, one OCO types of orders, which can be used also in different ways, and this type of orders also allows you to trade in different ways. So crypto exchanges don't support it, and for me it is really very strange because they have money, they are in the market for, let's say, at least several years. They have, I guess, good team of developers. Why not to create a really workable trading platform where you can use different types of orders? It is really simple, but they can't do it. Also, if we talk about stock trading, you will get another level of different types of orders, which makes your trading really very simple, and you can build different types of strategies just using that type of orders, which can cover everything, every idea. What should we do with crypto if, for example, you use when you have to use only pending orders for entry and just an opportunity to place another order which can be like which can be as a stop loss order or as a take profit order. In this case, of course, you have just variants, but they're not the perfect. But still, it's possible to use them. For example, if you can't buy from market prices and you have exact entry level, you use this opportunity with the crypto exchange and place a pending order which will open and buy some value on any market. The next step must be from your side. You must protect your trade first of all, and for this case you must use pending order which will close your trade. So if you buy, the stop loss order must be for selling. Don't think that you need again to focus on profit in this case, because trading, it's not about the profit. Trading, first of all, it is just when we trade, we have to think about risk and how to protect our capital first of all. And from this point of view, after opening a trade, you must place an order which will protect your capital, and in this case it is a stop loss order. Also there are some variants which you can use. One way you can connect your crypto exchange crypto account from I guess the majority of crypto exchanges to additional software, to additional platform, where you will have such opportunity to place pending orders and stop loss and take profit orders all together. I won't recommend you any such projects and additional trading platforms because I didn't use them. I don't know how reliable they are. And if you want to use such option, Google search will provide you some variants, which platform you can use for this. But I don't think that they can be just maybe so reliable like crypto exchanges. And from this point of view, also, I don't want to focus on these directions too much. The alternative can be very simple, and for this you just need to use. Hello, Nicholas. Uh, yes, welcome to the stream. I'm talking about your question about how to manage pending orders on crypto exchanges. The most simple way, it is really when we talk about trading view as a solution where you can place alerts. If you have, for example, an exact entry level for buying, you can place alerts on TradingView if the price will reach this level or just not far from this level. You will get notification and you can buy manually. The same goes about place and take profits. If you use in combination pending order for entry in the market and pending order for stop loss, you can use them from your crypto exchanges, and for take profit you can also place an alert from TradingView chart, and you will get notification and you will close your trade manually with profit. But the most important thing, when you have a trade, active trade, you must protect your capital from risk, additional risk, and for this you must use opportunity to which crypto exchanges provide you and place stop orders. So two possible solutions. You use additional applications which can be good, which probably sometimes can be not so reliable. Or if you want to stay with crypto exchange and just use the infrastructure, the alternative for you can be alerts and TradingView application. There are no other good and workable variants from my point of view, and it is just probably one of the main disadvantages of crypto trading, that you can't use a really cool, solid and professional infrastructure about it, around it. The next question was from Digger Cloud. Now we talk about the crypto, and after that we will continue passing through Nick's questions about other aspects of trading. So now the question about so it is the long story. I guess you can read it, right? Also, so maybe it's better to read it if you want to get all details. Just the main idea is why. In this question, I would like to reply why it's not a good idea to sell crypto. To short crypto, Bitcoin, altcoins, and other shitcoins. Probably I didn't express myself correctly, or maybe you just misunderstand me. Just let's make it clear. When I talk about don't sell crypto or don't short crypto, I mean you shouldn't. It's really not a good idea to open sell positions on crypto if you want to just get profit from the falling. If the market falls, so you will be able to get profit. No, I'm in this case, and I'm against this type of trading in crypto, only in crypto, and I want to explain you. But sell crypto, it's okay if you sell crypto for fixing profit. So you buy crypto in some time, markets move in your direction, and you need to fix the profit. How you can do this? You need to sell crypto. this selling is absolutely okay and you have to use it. But for opening short positions, it's really not a good market. I will show you. I will show you the examples supporting my idea. Uh, just let me know when you read this question, this this message. I will show you the chat with examples. But now I would like to tell you just the main idea. When we talk about crypto market, we have to use following facts, which are, first of all, crypto is a really small market. It's a fact. Crypto, it is new market. It's a fact. Crypto, it is, let's say, small market with some potential. I don't mean any shitcoins or altcoins. At least I'm talking about Bitcoin, which has potential and which has strong demand at this moment, and this demand also you can see in from big players, institutional traders, institutional companies, and it is just also its effect. If we combine all these facts together, we will have following: crypto market. Just the nature of this type of market is bullish. It means that you should expect more bullish trends, and the size of price movements should be also bigger if we compare them with corrections, with bearish trends, and just with the falling. So from this point of view, it means the market looks, the market just waits for any opportunities to move higher and higher. It makes trading simple because you need to search for only buy opportunities, and you don't need to think about at least in which direction you have to trade. You have one direction, and you need to wait for buy opportunity. That's all. From this point of view, it is really simple, and if compared, especially if compared with forex markets, where price can move in just free direction, and it will be absolutely okay, upward, downwards, and sideways. When we talk about crypto, you search for buy opportunities. So that's why if you want to open short positions, if you want sell crypto and try to catch the falling for making money, it means you start acting against the main nature of the market, and it can be really dangerous. It can be really a good reason just to lose all your money if you don't know how to trade properly, if you don't know how to manage your capital properly. I don't want to tell you that it's impossible to make profit on just selling crypto. It is possible, but for this you must have experience. You must understand all possible risks from this. You must understand just all benefits from such type of trading, and all negative moments from such type of trading. And you shouldn't forget about one important thing. When we talk about such type of market, which just has everything for upward movement in the long run, which has potential, the same goes about small capitalization stock markets. You should understand one very simple thing. For falling, you have only exact space. Let's say when you sell, market can drop on 100%, right? It can drop lower. It can drop below zero. If so, you have just only 100% for making profit. I don't know which market can provide you such falling from some level to zero, because even if we talk about crypto during the worst year 2018, and yes, 2018, the falling was about, I don't remember exactly, it was about 80-90%. So let's say you was so lucky. Let's look at the chart first of all. Just a second. Just a second. So let's say you was so lucky and sell it just from this level. So yes, you could get this downward movement and make some profit. Yes, it's possible. It could be possible. But at the same time, you had to trade against, especially in this zone. Let's say something like not above 6,000 level, something like between 8,000 and 10,000 zone, and all this space, so from 20,000 up to 10,000, let's say like this. You had to hold your short position in the bearish market, where which was just supported by the community, where you could hear ideas about new highs, 30,000 level, 50,000 level, so on. So you stayed against just the main fundamental analysis with your short position, and you had some risk. Only when the market couldn't develop a new uptrend, and when the market couldn't continue the previous uptrend, yes, from let's say below 10,000, we got more and more signals telling us about the bearish market and the further falling. But at the same time, the market stayed new, small, and it kept potential. So even just with this amazing falling, you had additional risks. You could make money. So if some of you really made money on shorting, yes, it is good, it is possible. But let's look at another examples. When before, which we had before, and here it was simple. The market was overbought. It was overbought. We can see how price moved fast from 6,000 level and reach 20,000 level. So in this zone we could get solid reversal signals, and you could try to catch a reversal. The same goes about these moments in the chart. So now we know the past performance, but let's imagine that here in these zones we don't know the future, and we don't know that the market will reach 20,000 level. So your first signal, just a really solid signal for shorting, you could find here in this zone when price reach 3,000, bounce from it, and it can be a signal that the market is going to correct the previous good upward movement, and you had the opportunity to open sell position. So from this point of view, if you let's say if you are a professional and at least experienced trader, and if you know how to manage your capital properly, you had to place your stop loss here and open something like here. So you didn't have a good space for making profit because the correction was not so deep. And from this point of view, you opened a really risky trade with just potential not so good for falling, just if compared with buy opportunities. If you place stop loss order, market reverse quickly and reach your stop, so you could exit from this short trade. But what if you are a novice trader? If you want to get money not only from uptrends but also from downtrends, you see this just bearish candle. Now here, just only using simple moving average, you can see that we have we had bullish trend that period. But if you are a novice trader, probably you don't know how to spot bullish or bearish trends, and you just follow the signals from candles. If a candle is green, you buy. If a candle is red, you sell. So you sell here because also you have 3000 round number level, which is a resistance level. Why not to sell? You sell. You don't put stop orders, and maybe some could use leverage for making more profits. And in several days, you just lose all your money. Very simple, easily, because the market reversed very quickly and moved upward. If you just when we talk about novice traders and their style of trading, they like to close small profits, and they don't like to close small losses. They stay with loss trades and with hope that the market will reverse and provide them opportunity at least to exit from wrong trade, at least at the break-even level. So they hold their position, and if so, the market moves higher and higher, and you have a lot of interesting emotions here, and you lose money, all your money, but at the same time you earn really good experience how not to trade. So selling in crypto market, it can be not so good for novice traders, especially. It can be not so good for trading with leverage, and of course it is not so good if we just talk about it from the logic just point of view. And again, we have limited space for falling, and it can be like 100% in the perfect situation, but forget about it. Maybe the market can fall up to, if we talk about stock markets, just a really deep falling will be maybe 40%, 30%, maybe up to 50%. Yes, it was a good example in crypto when the market dropped more than 50%, but you shouldn't expect that so many times you will have such markets for shorting. But at the same time, if we talk about buying, you don't have limits. How much price can move upward? It can move upward to the moon, right? And if you buy, you always have the space for your trade. And just good example, you bought here based on reversal, trend reversal. You how to show you without just zoom in too much. You could buy here based on the after short-term correction based on the reversal signal. You could buy based on the breakouts. You could buy based on the reversals after correction. So you had opportunities to buy, and you didn't have limits. Market moved from 1,000 to 20,000. And it could provide you really good income. So I hope you understand why selling crypto, just opening short position and trying to catch a downward movement for making money, it is not so good. It is against the logic and against the main nature of Bitcoin. maybe in, let's say, 3, 5, 10 years, maybe if Bitcoin will reach something like 100,000 level or maybe higher, and you will see that all big players just could get all benefits from this movement, that there is no super hype anymore and so on, and you will get really solid signals from let's say 100,000 level, which will be really important resistance level in the future. You will be able to open short position, but again, you will have to use stop orders, and it's better not to use it's better not to use leverage for such type of trade. Also, I just draw your attention that when we talk about markets with potential, mainly you have short-term corrections, mainly quick reversals, and strong waves in the direction of the main trend, in the direction of the uptrend. You can see just short-term correction and upward movement. You can see here short-term correction and bigger upward movement. So it is typical for bullish markets with just some potential, and again, from this point of view also, it's better to search for buy opportunities mainly. Another thing is about selling crypto. Selling crypto when you have let's say open trades before, you must fix profit. For fixing profit, you must sell. In our case, let's use Bitcoin like an example. You need to sell Bitcoin in order to fix profit from and get benefits from the upward movement. Just for comparing, let's say you bought at I don't know, okay, you bought based on this breakout, it was about 3,000 level. You open your position, you place your stop loss order below the local swing low, and market showed this amazing upward movement. Let's say you are a long-term investor, and or you don't know that you have to fix profit time by time in order to grow your capital. If you didn't fix it, so the market showed a really good upward movement and reached your entry level. So you didn't get benefits from this upwards movement, and but you could, but you didn't. So from this point of view, time by time, it depends on your trading style, it depends on your trading plan, it depends on your just goals in this market. You need to fix profit time by time. If we talk about okay, let's say if we talk about swing trading, you need to fix profit. Just you open your in this case with the bullish trend, you open your long position after corrections based on the reversal signals, and you stay in the market up to get until you get another signals telling about starting a new correction. So you catch this movement, get profit. Market reverses, you fix profit, and you stay out of the market. Then you get a new reversal signal, you open here a new buy trade, and you, for example, get this movement, and after getting the first reversal signal against the main trend, you fix profit and stay away from the market, waiting for a new buy opportunity. This bearish candle, the market didn't develop the downward movement, and you get a new bullish candle reversal after this short-term correction. So you could use it for buying also, and from this point of view, you could reach these highs and fix profit here. So when we talk about swing trading, you trade impulse waves in the direction of main trends, and fix profits every time when a possible correction should be started. It is simple. If we talk about, let's say, if we talk about trend following trading, it means you get a signal when here we had a bearish trend. Let's say in this zone the price broke one of simple moving average with long periods, and it could give you a trend reversal signal. So when we talk about trend trading, you buy here and stay in the market until getting another trend reversal signal. So in this case, if we use a simple moving average with 100 period, you bought in 2015 based on the trend reversal signal at level, let's say $400, and you stay with the long position until the market broke this simple moving average and provided you a trend reversal signal for bearish one. You could fix profit at 5,500 level in 3 years after that, in 2018. So this type of trading you also can use, and this type of trading will be suitable for long-term traders especially. But at the same time, you can combine different types of trading. You can leave the part of your trade volume for the long run. You can fix the part of the trade volume with just in short periods of time, just catching impulse waves. I mean the waves in the direction of a trend movement, like here, like here, like here. So, and get benefits. Anyway, anytime you must fix profit, because without fixing profit you can't grow your capital, and you just can skip a really interesting movements and get nothing from them. So from this point of view, I also hope you can get the main idea, and for you now it will be simple to maybe understand your personal goals. So would you like to fix profit just time by time, trying to catch impulse waves in trend market conditions, or you would like to just open and hold, just trying to catch the whole trend direction. So again, it will depend on your trading style and your trading plan and personal goals. We talked about crypto, and the next questions were from, again, Nika, and his question was from Discord channel. How to, just let me show you. Just a second. How to, here it is. So it was about technical analysis for beginners, and how to place stop loss orders, how to calculate risk and position size. So the question was about stop loss orders, take profits, how to set up them properly, and about technical analysis for beginners. I should say that if you joined us using the promotion which we made in May and June, you have access to our premium stuff. And if we talk about it, we have to talk about, just let me show you. On our website, you should go to trades, ideas, tools and resources. It will be training and tools resources in the browser line, where you can find my previous webinars about the topic how to place stop loss orders based on based on what types of tools you have to use, how to place them, because there are variants. You can use levels, lines, like support line levels and the resistance levels for placing orders. You can use swing highs, swing lows for placing orders. You can use simple moving averages, Bollinger Bands, price channels for placing stop loss orders, and the same goes about take profit orders. So you will be able to find this information in these webinars. Also, you will be able to find additional information about why you need trading plan, or why you need trading strategies, about money management, about trading portfolio, why you have to diversify your trading risk. And here you will get just the minimum of knowledge and experience and tools which you should use in order to protect your capital. I want to tell you just shortly about our experience, which we have which we get from our members, because we can see who uses our copy trading platform. We can see their trading style and trading results. So let's say from our side we do the best in order to protect members' capitals from blowing up. We release tools, robots. We provide signals which are good quality. We test them before, we test them with the real trading by ourselves, and only after that, when we are sure that they are good and they can be used, we offer the community and audience around us. But at the same time, we clearly see if someone wants to lose money and blow up the account, this man or woman will do this easily. It looks like really people want to lose money, and we ask them just not to do this. We provide information how to protect capital, how to manage them properly, how to what you should do properly in trading in order just protect your money and get opportunity to make profit in the long run. No, people want to lose money. They use wrong risk level. They want to get profit as much as possible in a short period of time. For this, they break the rules about money management, about risk management, and as a result, they lose money on the first drawdown. And we can do nothing. But if they could spend, let's say, if they could spend 1 week where they watched just this minimum level of knowledge base, they could save, believe me, thousands and thousands of dollars without losing them. But they are so busy, they want to get money, and as a result, they don't have money. So don't do this. You have to follow proper money management. You have to follow proper risk management, because there are no other variants for this for trading. When you start trading, you must focus on risk. First of all, not to think about possible profit which you can get per month, per day, per week, and so on. You must think about risk, first of all, because when you open any trade, it doesn't matter what type of robots you use, it doesn't matter what type of signals you use, or what type of, I don't know, advices you use, it doesn't matter. Any trade it gives you a risk, because trading in the financial markets, it is risky. All brokers write about it. You can read about it in all books, in all courses, in all videos. I don't know. You can get this main idea that trading is risky everywhere. And it's not like rewards, it's just really important information. When you open a trade, it means you just put a part of your capital in risk field. That's why there is a good advice. Don't trade with the money which you can't afford to lose. So don't use savings. Don't get credits for trading. Just use a part of your capital which can be lost. Of course, it's not the goal. It's not the target, and we have to do everything for protecting this, even this small capital. But also, if you use, for example, savings, you will have additional emotions when something will be when markets will move against you, and additional emotions, they lead to additional mistakes, and additional mistakes, they lead to zero capital on your trading account. It's a fact. So think about how to manage your risk properly, how to protect your capital from blowing up. And when you did this, and when you did all these things properly, when you created your money management strategy based on your needs properly, you can start thinking about profit only after that. When you start getting some profit, not much profit, just stable profits month by month, only after that you can think about extra profits. But novice traders, they start thinking from the first goal for them is get as much profit as possible, and it is the third number from the list how it should be done. Novice traders start from this from extra and super profit. So it is really a wrong way, and it is a pity when we see we are sad and we are upset when we see people lose money only because of their stupid mistakes, and only because they follow the wrong way from the beginning, and they don't want and they don't have any motivation or maybe time to think about before doing something. So if you joined us and if you still didn't join to our premium stuff like Academy, to our courses, and in order to get access to these really simple webinars, but where you can get really interesting and useful information about trading, you should do it. Also, if we talk about technical analysis for the beginners, you can find one of our courses. It is also simple and includes just the minimum knowledge about technical analysis. Technical analysis course where you will get the basis. So this basis will be good for starting, like a starting point, and after that you will have opportunity to increase your knowledge level and improve yourself in this direction, getting more and more knowledge and experience. Also, you can find interesting courses about trading psychology and money management courses. They are important. Again, from our experience and from my personal experience, I can see that people want to focus on things which can make money for them. Trading robots, trading tools, bots, signals, and something like this. And they ignore really important parts of any profitable trading, such things like money management and trading psychology. We have a period of drawdown now with our robot aviator. It's a fact. All robots, all traders have drawdowns. It's a part of trading. Like I told you before, loss trades are the part of any profitable trading. If you have one loss, it means you can have several losses in a row. It means you have drawdown. So drawdown also it is a part of any profitable trading. What is the difference between professional traders and novice traders? For professional traders, drawdown means nothing. They use proper risk management and money management. They know that drawdowns just a part of trading, and they pass it without any emotions easily and make profit in other periods of time when markets allow to do this. Sometimes markets allow providers opportunities to make profit. Sometimes markets providers not so good opportunities, and in this period of time mainly you have drawdowns, and it's a really difficult time, especially for novice traders who know nothing about trading in the financial markets. So we see some sort of panic, but again, for us it's okay. You can't say that a strategy or a robot doesn't work until you get really solid signals and statistics which can tell you this. Drawdowns just it is a normal thing, and our members with experience who use our first robot, they pass through several such drawdowns, and they can see that after drawdowns there is a period which push your capital higher and higher, and drawdown just it is nothing. But in this period of time, it is really important, especially for novice traders, control their emotions, because without it, it's just a period of time when people like and do the best for making more and more mistakes. They stop trading, they increased trading load just in order to cover drawdown as soon as possible. They start using additional tools which also add additional pressure on their capitals and breaks the money management rules. So all together, just doing all these things, they again destroy themselves, destroy their capitals, and destroy their future plans and future dreams. How to control your emotions? Please read trading psychology course, and how to manage money management. Also, how to manage your capital. You should read money management course. Also, don't forget about webinars, and you will find ideas how to set stop loss, how to set up your take profits. You will find ideas about how to manage your risk, money management, and you will get the ideas about technical analysis and tools which you can use. Just one more question which I would like to explain: how to find trades. How to find trades. It is also very simple. If we talk about trading and how to find trading opportunities. Here we have to talk about trading signals, which mainly should come from your trading strategy. There are really a lot of different trading strategies based on different tools of technical analysis. They can be based on drawing tools like lines, levels. They can be based on chart patterns. They can be based on candlestick patterns. They can be based on indicators. They can be based on fundamental analysis. Anyway, you must have a strategy. A strategy it is the list of rules which helps you to find trading opportunities. The simple example is, for example, in my case, what you can see here, it is my trading strategy. It consists of it is based on indicators and allows me to understand which market conditions we have, in which direction the market moves, and when we can get possible buy opportunity or sell opportunity. I use different indicators, and just simple rule from this list, from the whole list is: if price is above simple moving averages and simple moving averages moves one by one, we have trend market conditions. If so, it means we need to wait when price corrects to one of these simple moving averages, and the next rule will be buy based on the reversal signal. Okay, So it means you open the market and you see if you have the such setup like price is above simple moving averages and they moves one by one where the moving average with the short period is above the moving average with the longer period. So we have trend market conditions, bullish trend. It means I need to wait for a correction to this line and buy based on the reversal signal. So we see the correction and the market provided the bouncing and reversal signal. So in this zone, it means you should buy here also if you have additional filters. So like for example, buy if RSI confirms the reversal, or if RSI confirms the reversal, like in this case in the oversold zone. It's possible to do like this. So you have a list of rules, and if the market provides you exact signals from indicators, from price action, and these signals match your rules, it means you have trading opportunity. More rules, it can be they can provide better results, but it doesn't mean that if you have 100 rules of anything, you will have only profitable trades. No, you must have a balance because more tools and more filters you use, less signals you get. All lost trades mainly you will get anyway. But with using more filters, you also cut down the number of profitable trades, potentially profitable trades, and it also can destroy your trading strategy in the long run. So there must be just a list of rules, several rules explaining you when to buy, when to sell, how to place your stop loss order, where to place stop loss order, where to place your take profit orders, and what type of capital, what size of capital you have to use for exact trade and for the whole trades. So mainly your trading strategy must provide you replies when to buy, when to sell, and how to manage your open trades. In such way, when you use any trading strategy, it means you know what to do. If you don't use trading strategy, you don't know what to do, because there are many ideas from different traders, and one trader can tell you sell, another trader can tell you buy. They both can be right, and you shouldn't be upset by why one trader sell and another trader buy, because they use different strategies, they can use different signals, they can use different time frames, and on different time frames with different trading strategies you can get different signals in different directions, but it's not a problem. You must have, if you want to trade professionally, if you want to trade like a pro, of course it is just a question of time when you must start using your trading strategy. It can be you can use the strategy which was developed by another trader, or you can develop your personal strategy which will match your personal needs, your nature, your trading style, and your goals. But for creating such trading strategy, you need experience and you need knowledge. That's why I advise you to visit our academy and start getting knowledge, just the main knowledge which you can get from our courses. Another thing is, just a second, from my list, we talk about stop loss orders, we talk about how to find trades, and what is a good entry. Just also was the question from Nika, and the answer will be really simple. The good entry is you open a trade in the right place in the right time. What does it mean? It means that for example, not all price movements can be used for opening a trade. For example, here you have no reasons for buying, here you also have no reasons for buying, here at this level you also don't have any reasons for buying. And if you do this, it means you open wrong trades. But at the same time, the bounce and the reversal from a support line, which simple moving average represents in this example, it is the right place for buying. But and you buy based on the reversal signal, so it is the right place. The right place means you, let's say, you buy at possible bottoms, you sell at possible tops. You buy at possible support levels, or zones or lines, and you sell at possible resistance levels, resistance zones and lines. How you spot them, it is just another question. You can use indicators, you can use lines and levels for this, you can use other tools for getting these zones, special zones. When price is between, let's say, when price is between support and resistance, it means you must have active trade in this zone, but not open a new trade. Here we talk about the right place, the right time. You can get this reversal signal, but you was busy maybe, and you skipped this reversal, and it means you have opportunity to buy only here. It will mean that you open your trade not only in the wrong zone but also in the wrong time, because the market gave you a signal, you skipped it, and here we can call just an attempt to catch a train which moved from your station. If you missed a trade, it means you should do nothing, you shouldn't try to catch this trade, and you need to just wait in new opportunities. So when we talk about opening a good trade, we must think about the right zone and the right time. So from my list, I replied all questions. I hope I replied on questions from Nika and Digger Clouds, and it's time to read your questions from the chat. If you just think about something to ask, just write your question in chat also. From the question from Fahim, I just make it clear. We can ask questions by here or from Discord only. You can send me questions, let's say, in Discord, because in Discord we have special, we have our free channel, first of all, which you can follow for free. In this Discord channel we have special group, Ask Me Anything, where you can leave your question. Here it is. I hope you can see. I put it on the top. Write questions here. Also, if you have questions, write questions below this video. I will also get questions from YouTube channel and prepare them for the next streams. Also, you can send interesting questions in our Telegram channels. I will try to reply for them just during the week. If the questions are interesting and they will be helpful for the audience, I will also use for the streams. So you have variants, and where to ask a question, it depends on your wishes. Makes total sense. From the next question. From Fahim again, if Bitcoin reaches its new all-time high, will there be still resistance left? If we talk about just market movements and new time highs, every new time highs, all-time highs, will provide you a new resistance level. Also, if the market moves in the direction where is just where every time you get new highs, and you can compare and draw resistance levels based on the previous performance because you don't have swing highs. In this case, you can use round number levels because round number levels in this case will be important for market, and they can be used like just levels where the market can be stopped and reversed. The reasons are people think using round numbers. When we talk about Bitcoin movements, let's say when Bitcoin broke 10,000 and moved higher and higher, making new highs every day, it was logical to be stopped at 20,000, because 20,000 level, it was let's say the second one after 10,000. It was strong, it was important, and the market bounced from it. Of course, we could expect reversals from 15, 17, but such big round numbers like 1,000, let's say 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 levels, they will be much stronger. And you will be able to expect and use them in your trading just to fix profit or expect correction from them. The next question also from Fahim, and in 2017-2018 we saw markets dropping on negative news, but these days Bitcoin dropping without any news. What do you think about it? These days, where you see the falling? If I think we shouldn't talk about falling these weeks. You, if I understand you properly, you want to compare just the market with negative news about it was the period of time when China banned mining, as far as I remember, and we also got some negative news from South Korea, if I'm not mistaken, and that news pushed the market downwards, and we saw just a deep correction or starting a new bearish trend. We can't compare it with the current situation because now we have positive fundamental news. It is another story, and we have bullish trend, and just falling, which can be, they will be in. They can be like a correction only, and now we don't have any reasons to talk about a trend reversal because fundamental support still on bulls sides, and just such bearish candles which we got, let's say, during since the end of June, they were like candles telling us about fixing profit. The market made good upward movement, reached the 14,000 level, and just big players, some players, they fix profit, and fixing profit, it means they sell Bitcoin. If they sell Bitcoin, the price moves downwards. That's all. And selling and fixing profit, it is one of the reasons why you see corrections in trend markets, because players fix profits based on different strategies. So the next question about Ripple. I explained. I talked a lot about Ripple and other crypto markets on Monday's stream. You can find it in videos on our YouTube channel. It will be the second video from this market overviews, where I talk a lot about crypto and about Ripple too. So it's better to watch there, and lead this webinar on lead this stream only about trading. And if you want just to get more ideas about markets which are interesting for you, visit Monday streams and ask this question in chat, I do market overviews based on requests also. The next question from Nika. How do you think I can make more money? Just hodl from, let's say, 6,000 BTC or start to trade? I occasionally make mistakes, lose a bit money, but stay in dollar in USD normally. The main question, I guess, how to make more money. How to make more money. There are different ways for making more money. If you want, if you're a lucky man, you can try to trade all in on shitcoins, and maybe it will give you a lot of really fast way for making tons of money. But it is a joke, and you shouldn't do this because you can make more money when your capital will be bigger, and you should think just from this point of view. If you want to use profit just from trading, it means you need solid capital for this. In order to, let's say, it's better to expect 10% per month as average income, and it will be really good. And based on it, you need to calculate your capital size. If you want to get $10,000 per month with average 10% per month income, so it means you need 100,000 trading capital for this in average. Now I'm talking about the way which can provide you stable income in the long run, where you can expect. Of course, sometimes there will be situations when markets provide you more income. And it will also depend on different markets. If you trade Forex, 5% per month will be really good results. 10% per month will be also amazing result. If we talk about, let's say, crypto trading, maybe you can expect more profit per month. But don't forget that crypto is unstable market, just in a whole, and if I'm not mistaken, 2015, 2016, 2017 provided you good trading opportunities for making money in the long run also, but 2018 provided you nothing. And also it will change your average size of income. If we talk about stock trading, you can expect let's say 5% to 5% per day. It depends on your trading strategy, and based on it, your capital size can be less. But for this, you will need to trade using scalping strategies and using, let's say, day trading strategies. So you must be active, and again, you must have experience and knowledge for such type of trading. But from my point of view, the best way for making money, for growing your capital step by step, it is the way where you use the benefits from different markets and create a really solid and stable portfolio. From my point of view, it is really a very interesting variant and workable variant, and this variant I try to use and try to create. Crypto markets in the current market conditions, they can be used for long-term trading, long-term investing, where you can invest the part of money in Bitcoin and maybe in Ethereum, and or you can leave them and hodl, or you just use daily candles and fix some profits at local tops and exit from some part of volume and reopen new trades after corrections. It won't take much time, and this type of trading is also very simple, rather simple, because you will use daily time frames. You will have time for thinking, and it will be really difficult to skip good buy opportunities. At the same time, another part of trading capital can be used with robots, and in my case, I'm going to use a new copy trading platform with different master accounts in order to get also stable income in the long run, which doesn't need any time from my side. So robots and following signals from other traders will allow me to manage my capital based on my needs, and don't spend time on trading. But at the same time, you have diversification, and you diversify your risk by using at least two different markets: stock trading, crypto markets, and forex markets. And the third type of market, for me, I try to start trading on stock markets, and it will be for manual trading. If I combine all these markets all together in one portfolio, it will mean following. I cut down the risks. I diversified my trading based on different markets, based on different tools and different strategies. And from such portfolio, I will expect stable income and let's say safe trading. This type of trading I also advise you, and you will make more money when your capital will be developed and increase in size. So it is the most it is the best variant for making more money. It's not a good variant at all when you put $100 and want to get $1,000 from this capital per month, and it is a really good chance and good opportunity to lose even this $100. Or some of you put $1,000 in order to make $1,000 stable per month. So don't try to make impossible things, because if you want to get a lot of money from small capital, it means you will have to break risk management rules, and you will have to manage your capital in the wrong way. And we know what you will get if you break risk management rules. You will have zero capital in the end, because it is really the best and the perfect and 100% workable way to lose money, just to increase risks per your one trade and the whole trades, trying to make as much money as possible. So it's not a variant to break risk, and the variant is to manage your capital properly and use portfolio with different markets and different trading styles, tools, and markets. Also, I forget to provide reply from to Nick from Nick a message in Discord. He also asked about he uses small capital and can't move to higher trade volume because of additional emotions. So from this point of view, we also can talk about this. If you feel yourself uncomfortable with your active trades, it means only one thing: you use wrong trade size, your wrong trade volume, because your trade, especially when the market moves against you, gives you just floating loss, and it makes you upset, and it gives you just additional emotions, negative emotions, and you have to just exit from such trades and think about just cutting down the capital size, cutting down your trade volume, and finding the situation when you will be comfortable with active trades it doesn't matter. Will it be profitable or will it be not profitable trade? When we talk about emotions, and again, I advise you to pass through trading psychology course. In trading, you don't need emotions. The perfect situation and the level which you should reach and try to reach means you don't care, really. You trade and it doesn't matter. You make a lot of profit. You make a loss trade and you have drawdowns. You must have the same emotions. The same emotions, I mean no emotions at all. Because emotions they really play against you, and emotions push you to make mistakes. Mistakes in trading leads to more mistakes, and as a result you lose your money. So try to find a comfortable level for you, and if you trade just a small part of your capital, and you feel yourself comfortable, it is really a good way. You can increase it step by step, just trying to reach the level where it will be a balance between your emotions and the profit size which you can get. I can't give you just exact advice because different traders have different level of accepting drawdowns and risk. For me, for example, staying in drawdown like up to 50% will be absolutely normal, and I will have no emotions. I don't care about it. I know that if a trading strategy and a robot are workable, drawdown is just a period of time, and after passing it, everything will be like it should be based on the previous tests and based on a plan. But I understand you. If you feel yourself uncomfortable, you need to manage your capital. Just you need to revise the size of your capital and risk per trade first of all. From Satis, another question about Bitcoin, and will Bitcoin correct from this level? Shall exit and wait for correction? Can you advise the entry point for Bitcoin? Again, about Bitcoin, I talk on Monday, and believe me, we didn't have a lot of changes from that stream. I talk about 1 hour about only Bitcoin, something like this. All ideas I explained there, and I think you don't want to wait now for 1 hour when I will repeat the same, which you can watch the previous webinar, and you will be able to get ideas about Bitcoin price movements, about possible entry levels, about long-term view, and how to trade it and what to do with your trades. Also, you will get additional ideas from about other markets from crypto, and to my mind, not only from crypto. We passed through 1 hour and a half in this stream, and I guess it's time to have a rest. And if you want to get more ideas about crypto, please watch Monday's stream, and you will get ideas how to trade at least Bitcoin and some top altcoins. For this stream, thank you very much for taking part in it. Thank you for interesting questions from Nika and Digger Clouds. If you want to ask me something, please write the question below this video or write them in special Discord channel group. Ask me anything. Based on your questions, I will prepare the next webinar, the next stream. If you didn't subscribe on our channel, please be sure that you subscribe this channel in order not to miss new streams. Also, if you like this stream, please support it by your likes. If you don't like this stream, please support it by your dislikes. Also, any your comments, any your feedback about our work, about our project, about our channel, and about me. Please write them in comments. Write anything you want. So thank you very much for your time. See you next time. See you, I guess, Monday, where we talk about different markets. Have a good and profitable week. See you soon, and bye bye.